Hi, I'm Christopher Lofthouse from Ometis, and in this post we're going to look at segment colours, which just came out in the September 2018 release. Segment colours allow users to customise the colours as well as ranges of gradients or colour classes, also known as segments. Where this becomes particularly useful is when we have extreme outliers. So in this limited data set of UK house sales, we can see we've got an average sales of 350,000, but we've got extreme lows of 20,000 and extreme highs of 11.5 million. And what that means when we plot that by colour on a mapping component is everything comes out pretty much beige, grouped up in the lowest bucket, which is 20,000 through to roughly 3 million. So to use a segment colour, we just have to go into edit mode, and we need to apply it to a master measure. So you can either create a new one, or in this case I'm just going to modify an existing master measure, and we'll go over to segment colours. Now by default, segment colours are turned off. So first of all we need to enable that, and then we're introduced to templates. Templates give the user a starting point for creating their colour gradients or colour classes. In this case we've got the basic, and the basic has a single limiter, and that determines how to categorise your different values, which colour to assign it. What I'm going to choose is the sequential classes, but you do have access to all the defaults, but also any recently used ones that you've created beforehand. Next, we need to set the segment format. So by default, it uses percentage of the total value, or in this case, we're going to use the fixed value point. And now all that's left to do is to set our limiter values and also segment colours if we choose to do so. So in this case, my top value, my top limiter is going to be 750,000, and it's worth noting that you want to start with either the leftmost or rightmost limiter, because once I start entering this, as you'll see, the rest disappear out of view. Next, as I enter 500,000, you'll see the next one comes back into view, and so on. So now that I've finished customizing my limiters, it's just worth noting you can remove or add limiters should you wish to do so, or change the colours by clicking on the segment colour and using either the colour picker, the hexadecimal code, or using the default colour pad there as well. Once you've finished, just click save, and now we can apply our segment colour to our mapping component. So in the properties panel under colours, I'm just going to enable library colours, and here you can see that now it's switched and we've got a more diverse colour palette on our mapping component. As I zoom in, you can see that it's highlighting the lower values in this case with the darker shade, and the higher values lighter. You also have access to reverse the colours there, and it maintains the segment colours that we applied beforehand. And that's it, that's segment colours. I'll show you more next time.